Today's episode is brought to you by dirt. It's brown, it's down, it's all around. You can dig it up or make a mound. Make a square or something round. Invest in dirt, it's perfectly sound. Hello and welcome back to Gardening with Andrew. Today, we're looking at the Kellogg's brand dirt. Today was a question that came in from one of our fantastic viewers, Björn Björgensen. And Björn asks, I often see the Kellogg's brand dirt and there's a variety of options in the big box stores. But which one should I choose for my project? And is there really a difference? Well, Björn, let's take a look. They have 4 where I'm from. And one of them is called garden soil, and that one is basically just mulch. It's exactly the opposite of what garden soil should be. So it comes in the bigger bag, and it's literally just mulch. Mulch being little bits of trees that you put on the top of your soil around like a tree, like in your front yard or something, mostly to make it look nice, but it's also useful because it traps in the moisture, keeping the water, where the plants can access it. So that is a thing. Mulch is totally a thing, and you do want it, but you don't want it really in the ground. Obviously, the ground is always going to have little bits of branches and trees, and all that stuff is fine. Keep it, it's cool. But mostly, it should be made up of loam, rich, delicious loam. When you get a potting mix, like these ones I have right here, you're going to want to head and check how loamy is this mix. And the weird thing about the Kellogg's brand, I love it that it's organic, only buy organic anything, but when we look inside, it's very hard to tell the difference. So we have 3 brands here, the first being Amend, and we're going to look at the difference between them. So inside the Amend, we have what is essentially little bits of trees, but like cut up, right? Lots of little tiny nuggets of trees. There's a bit of branch there's a bit of bark, all that lovely stuff. I don't see anything that isn't a tree in here, right? It's just different sizes of little bits of cut up trees. So again, great, mulch is cool, it's good, but nothing about this says loam, rich, delicious loam. Sniff test, it does smell kind of musty, and in here, let's take a little bit. Oh, it's more trees. So amend, fine. How about we have raised bed potting mix. This sounds promising, right? Raised bed, put your veggies in there, look inside, it's almost exactly the same. Lots of little bits of trees, but you can see little bitty bits of white speckles. That's called perlite, which is a vulcanized rock, meaning they blow it up in a microwave, and it helps keep the water in the soil, which is a good thing for the most part. So it helps the plants hold on to the water that they need for later storage. Very much not like a hump on a camel's back, because that's not a true thing. It's just sort of made up. Why do they have humps? Nobody knows. But I also see some little bits of actual literal bark right there. And there's a leaf. Oh, that's exciting. And that's a twig. Lots of different size twigs, kind of a thing. Woo! Let's try that again. That's actually a rock right there. Oh, this smells like nothing, which really isn't a good thing. You want your potting mixes to be alive. There should be little tiny bugaboo in there. The good kind, not the bad kind, doing stuff for you. Because you can't grow plants without the bugaboo. That is the law. Next, Patio Plus. This one's probably the best. Oh, if we get inside there, look at that color. Just the tone of it. Seems more like a dirt kind of color. There is actually just more water in here than the other ones, so that helps. But again, that's a good sign. You probably put the same amount of water in all the bags, but if this one can hold on to the water, that's what you're looking for, especially in a hot place like California. And lots of little white speckles, more perlite. Perlite's good, you want it. It's very light and fluffy. Oh, look at that. Doesn't really hold together though, right? Holding together, like when you clump up the dirt like that and it stays, that's called friability. friability is a good thing. You want good soil that when you grab it and let go, it doesn't just fall apart like that. You're not really going to find friable soil just on your own. You know, you're not going to get it in a bag. It's not going to go and find it in a shop or anything like that. It doesn't exist. If someone could make that, though, you'd make a lot of money. But friable soil, quality top loam, rich, delicious loam, only comes from your garden. You got to make it. So you start with the bags, sure, but over time you really got to make your own mixtures of potting soil. One other thing. Is another brand of dirt, totally unrelated, just pointing this out here. This is Fox Farm. And Fox Farm is up from Northern California, born and raised, and they make really good organic potting mixes for a variety of applications, but this is sort of an all-purpose one called Forest Ocean Forest. What is it? Ocean Forest. Oh, top quality. If you look at this, on the outside, it doesn't look too different than that there Patio Plus mix, but lots of perlite, not really any little bits of trees. There's a few here and there, little bits and bobs of trees, but not an overwhelming amount. That's what you're looking for. You want something that is mostly what we would just consider dirt, you know, regular old dirt. But again, plenty of perlite in there. But really, look, even this top quality, this is like primo stuff. This is grade A dirt, and it still doesn't stick together, right? It's not really supposed to. You got to make that happen. So we're going to build your soil. We're going to make it fantastic, and that's how you're going to grow whatever you're trying to grow.